You spend all day texting that girl you like, not after wasting months trying to get her number. She barely responds and shows no interest in even speaking to you. Yet you continue to overthink and waste your mental energy on nothing. Pathetic. A few years ago, not even a few years ago, it wasn't even that long ago, I was in a long distance relationship. It sounds kind of funny and kind of uncomfortable to say this, but yeah, I was in a long distance relationship for around 8 months, and I had never developed or never really had such a big level of attachment towards a person. Well, a girl specifically. And to be honest, like she demanded a lot of my time. And it's kind of funny because well, the only way that we can really interact with each other was through our phones. However, it was pretty bad. Like I knew that I did not even like her that much. However, I guess I just stayed with her because of the comfort that I had built with her. Since I had never built a level of intimacy or love with a woman, I guess I just stayed there because I thought I would never get that anywhere else because it was comfortable. However, my mental health was trash, to be honest. I was so unproductive every single day. I knew that I felt bad and I knew I wanted to do something else. However, she kept demanding my time and I kept giving it to her. And I knew that this relationship would end very soon and I knew that I did not want to be with her, to be honest, anymore. However, I kept it going. I kept the relationship going for as long as possible. Even though I knew that it was bad and I wanted to do something else, I let her be my priority. I prioritized her over my own needs and wants. Don't allow this to be yourself. Because this was the worst mistake that I could have ever done. And you might be in this position yourself, or probably will be in the future. And I say this as a reminder to young men and to yourself to never ever make her your focus. And I can already hear some people being like, oh no, but you have to give her attention because then relationships don't work and you have to put in the effort and this and that. And yeah, of course. Of course you do. You have to put in the effort, you have to love her, you have to show her that you care, demonstrate your feelings. However, this I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, of course not. However, what I'm saying is that you should never prioritize that over your own growth, your own progress, your own goals. Because a real masculine man, that is what he does. A real masculine man who is true to himself. He focuses on his goals, on hitting the gym, on working on his business, on reading, on meditating, on his own mental health, because he knows that that relationship, it might end tomorrow. And he does not want to end up like that depressed guy that after his girl broke up with him, he has nothing going for him. Because his whole life revolved around her. Because a real masculine man, his life does not revolve around that girl. No matter how beautiful she is, no matter how much that girl means to him, he has goals. And he knows that even if they break up, life, it keeps on going. And he must stay true to his goals. He must progress. And no matter what, no matter if they break up or whatever happens, he still has goals. He still has dreams. He still has something to put his mind to. That is what a masculine man does. And yes, this might not completely apply to some relationships, or to be honest, no. It applies to every relationship. Even if she is your soulmate. Because yeah, maybe she is the one. Maybe she is your soulmate. However, we do not know that. Especially if you're a young man. We do not know that. So what if you end up just separating with her? What if you break up with her? What are you left with afterwards? And I say this because yes, like even though I created some memories and I got experience from this relationship. Afterwards, once I was done with her, we broke up. Like we overindulged in each other and we became so attached to each other and then we broke up. We were just the same people we were before that. I was the same loser that I was afterwards as I was before I met her. And this just shows how I did not grow at all. I stayed the same and this is not good for you. Because this is why so many relationships don't work. You must focus on yourself first because you cannot love someone else before before you love yourself first. Really let that sink in. You cannot love anyone else before you love yourself first. You can't help anyone else before you help yourself first. So don't prioritize her over your own health, over your own happiness, and don't allow your happiness to depend on her. Yes, it's okay to be happy with each other. However, you should each have y'all's own happiness. You should each have y'all's own life, and then share that happiness with each other. However, that doesn't mean that y'all's happiness should depend on each other. Now, fast forward, I'm with a beautiful girl, which I love. I give her all my presents, and I try my best to be the best man I could be for her. She supports me in everything and anything that I do. She listens to me, and I am very grateful for this. However, regardless of how much I love her, or how much I could love any other girl, like I said, I do not put her above anything else. Like, of course, she is above many things in my life. Of course, she is one of my priorities. However, not over my own mental health and not over my own happiness. Just like hers, just like I cannot be her priority over her happiness and her mental health. Because like I said, you must focus on yourself first, on getting your shit together, on getting yourself together. Because like I said, you can't help anyone else before you help yourself first. Do your work first. Hit the gym, read, journal, meditate. Improve your mental health so that way you can give her, you're actually doing her a favor, because many people will be like, oh no, but like you should give her all your attention and you should give her like your best self. But don't you think that by doing this you're doing her a favor and you're giving her your best self? Because by doing this, by doing your work first, by rejecting her at times and being like, no, I have to work, I have something to do right now, please just give me a moment. Once you do that, and then afterwards you dedicate specified time to her, in which it's like all your full attention is on her and you don't have like shit running in your brain like, oh I forgot to do this and I forgot to do that. Like, don't you think that is making her, like, giving her like full presence in yourself, and that's showing her the love that you have for her even more than what other people will be like, oh no, but you should give her more time. But this way you're giving her your full presence after you've done your work. And you can be completely present with her and show her all of your love. Because this is what a masculine man does. And this is how relationships thrive. I know it is hard to reject her at times because your life revolves around her, right? No, it does not. Don't be like this person. Because for a man to truly be happy, a man that is true to his masculine center, his masculine self, that's a masculine core, for him to be genuinely happy, he must focus and achieve his goals first. Because a real feminine woman, her focus is family, is love, is those around her. However, a masculine man, a true masculine man, his focus, even though it might sound kind of bad for some people, some blue pillars, his focus, he cannot be happy, even if his family is okay and everything, he cannot be happy unless his goal, his mission, is accomplished. Because you do not want to end up like this broken-hearted little guy that's like, oh my god, my girlfriend broke up with me, because you didn't focus on yourself, you only focused on her, and once you broke up, you had nothing going for yourself. Think about this and do it for your future self.